Hello, testing. Welcome to the Occupy Hollywood Network. With me, Jacob Urey. We're here with another movie review. Um, so, guys, I vividly remember when I was young, like a child. Like, how old was I? Had to been 7, 8, 9, something like that. Tarzan was probably the first movie that I ever genuinely cried in. Can you believe that? Tarzan. Why? I think it's mostly because of the music. Um, Phil Collins, right? It's Phil Collins who sings most of the music in there. And I think it was the credits in the music, and I just remember, because growing up, right, used to watch Disney Channel, WB, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. And I think, in the Disney Channel, they would occasionally have, the big Disney animated movies on there. And then they would have, the Disney Channel original movies. And I think Tarzan was just, one of those things that I thought was, well, here's the thing. There's my earliest and fondest memories of, being scared in a movie. And I'm not a big horror movie. I never really watch horror movies, and I still don't because I just don't like that stuff. I like spooky stuff, like eerie gothic stuff, but not horror stuff. The two movies that I genuinely was scared about, scared for, was Tarzan and Armageddon. Now, so people who will listen to this probably wonder why were you scared of Tarzan? Now, it's not that I was scared of Tarzan or the movie as a whole, but there was just parts in that movie that freaked me out, which were primarily when the tiger or the cheetah, it's not the tiger, it's the cheetah was coming to to kill his parents. And that just made me really scared of animals and lions, because growing up as you're go from baby to toddler to infant or whatever, you self-awareness comes slowly but surely. Some people can probably never develop it because whatever, arrogant. Me being raised in the US, jungle animals, animals being animalistic, hunting you, prey, predator, all this stuff never really caught on to these things until I watched Tarzan. Now, I'm not saying this is my first time watching Tarzan that I caught on this stuff. It's just that the jungle, the outdoors, that I think Tarzan made me realize that outside you will get unalived or killed. Using TikTok language. PC, guys, you gotta be PC. But the thing is, that just made me really scared of animals, because I'm gonna be honest, there's this other YouTuber that he's also scared of the ocean. I'm scared of the ocean, dude. And everyone's I know people who are why are you scared of the ocean? Why are you a pussy? Yeah, I guess because dude, I'm not going in someone else's territory, aka shark, whales, all this other stuff. Plus, I think fish are really I don't know, I don't want them touching me, dude. Just get away from me. That's kind of how I feel about fish. Also, yeah, and plus the fish, there's I don't know, should I tell people this? Okay. Well, no, I'm not gonna tell this because this is a freaking Tarzan review. I'm not gonna tell this story. So, obviously with Armageddon's a little more understandable because Armageddon is that movie where the world's about to end and it's just really scary. Now you can only imagine a 7-year-old, 8-year-old kid watching Armageddon with his sisters on a couch and just being freaked out because I always thought the world was gonna end. And it just kind of just makes you kind of face your mortality more than a kid should ever have to. But with Tarzan, Tarzan is So here's the thing. I said this before in a different video. So when people say Disney Renaissance, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong about this, I'm pretty sure Disney Renaissance means the animated movies that were with the music, like so the musical animated movies from the 90s to 2000s. But I do think it's fair to also include the Disney animated movies that were musicals into those things. But some of these, that being said, some of these Disney movies, like when you think musical, you think, oh, like there's like a musical number, like the characters gonna sing these songs. But actually, when you rewatch some of these Disney movies, half of the songs will be like sung by like characters, and the other half will just be like some grandiose like singer, like Phil Collins or Michael Jackson or Whitney Houston or whatever, singing. So like it kind of has like this like interesting like dynamic of like how the music is implemented in this movie, which is pretty cool, and it's probably one of the things that attributes to their success. Tarzan's animation is really good. The voice acting is really, really good. The location, this like the set design, but you know, the drawings, the location is very, very neat. It makes you really want to go to like a place like that, which I wish I knew. I bet there might be like a documentary or something, but I wonder if there is a place that, like, if I could ask God, like, God, tell me what place on earth is the closest to like all these like branches and settings that Tarzan is on. Because usually when I think of jungle, I don't think of like trees that are so high up with like vines and like that you could swing on, that you could fall like 50 stories from. Because that's kind of like what the aesthetic of Tarzan gives off. But like when you think of a regular jungle, you just think of like, you know, Amazon, or like, you know, I don't know how, or just like some like forest that's like not too many miles away from wherever you guys live. So forest and jungle are obviously different, but I'm just saying that it's interesting to think about these different things when you're watching these movies. I think Jane is awesome. I think Tarzan's family is awesome, even though his dad, or a strange dad, is kind of a dick. But one thing that I thought was interesting, and I thought this even when I was younger, is that it was a very bold choice to have the villain face his fate the way that he did. And I'm only saying that because some people might have never seen Tarzan, so for those of you who've seen it, you obviously know what I'm talking about. But like, I've always thought that's a bold choice to put in a kids movie. And this is why I never like, I just don't like feed into the whole idea that things have to be solely kids movies or adults movies, because like it kind of like excludes people and gatekeeps, which I'm not a big fan of. But Tarzan, you know, I think the music is really, really good. But that being said, I still think when it comes to Disney music and musicals, like when it comes to the music in their entirety of the movie, I think Tarzan is number 3 when it comes to the entirety of the music in comparison to other Disney animated movies. It's almost on top, but at the same time, Tarzan is also like, for me at least, it's like a tie between Tarzan and Toy Story for number 3, because the 2 other movies I would say, I will tell you, but like they'll be in the next reviews. But yeah, like the music's really, really good. And so, is there anything about this movie that I would change? No, I don't think so. I mean, no, I think it's a very well put together movie. But just because I say there's nothing I would change about it personally, doesn't mean like it's a 10 out of 10. But it is a pretty good movie. I think it does stand the test of time. So I do think with Tarzan, or Disney's Tarzan, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, 8 out of 10 seems really fair. And so, with that being said, please subscribe to the Occupy Hollywood Network. Turn on the notifications because we got a lot of fun stuff gonna be posted on this channel. Hopefully, we can grow this as fast as we can so that I can be able to, pursue all the aspirations that I want to pursue. Thank you again.